Hello everyone. I welcome you all to a online class on cross-platform app development. In the previous video, we have seen a basic concepts of Flutter and how was the Flutter is used and how the applications can be developed using a Flutter and the origin of Flutter. These are the concepts we have discussed in the last video. As the continuation of that video, today in this video we are going to discuss about the widgets in Flutter. Yes, so obviously, I think you are aware Flutter is the most popular framework which can be used for a cross-platform app development. So that is a single code base that can be run on the multiple framework, and Flutter is the one of the most popular framework for that. In that Flutter, today we are going to see what is the Flutter widgets. Yes, so the widgets is the most important element in your Flutter. Yes, come let's get into a video. So this is the just a quick recap, that is introduction to a Flutter. A Flutter is the Google's UI toolkit for crafting beautiful natively compiled OS and Android apps from a single code base. To build any application, we start with widgets, the building block of Flutter applications. Widgets describes what their view should look like given their current configuration and state. It includes a text widgets, row widgets, column widgets, container widgets, and many more. Yes, sir. So this is the small introduction to a Flutter. Now we will get into a Flutter widgets. Yes, sir. What is a widgets? In Flutter, each and every element is called as the widgets. The proper definition of your widgets is each element on the screen of the Flutter app is a widget. The view of screen completely depends upon the choice and sequence of the widgets used to build and apps. The structure of the code of app is a tree of widgets. Yes. So this is the basic concept of your widgets. In your Flutter application, whatever the element we see on the screen, it's all called as the widgets. A text box, a button, a small image, whatever it may be, it's all called as the widgets. So the next one is your type of widgets. Mainly in Flutter, there are two types of widgets. One is the stateless widgets and another one is the stateful widgets. Yes, here the meaning of state management applies. So I think as we are aware of what is a state management, in every application, the state management which is used to manage the flow of the application in each and every state. Yes, the same concept in your Flutter, and this is be divided into a stateless widgets and stateful widgets. Yes. So what is the stateless widgets? Stateless widget is the type of widget which once built, then its properties and the state cannot be changed. Yes, obviously we know the stateless means during a runtime user cannot able to change or interact with that content. That is called as the stateless. So this is the same meaning here applies. These widgets are immutable, once created cannot be modified. As the object once created that cannot be modified is called as the stateless widgets. A small entities, these are used for static content or UI content that does not need a change after runtime. Yes, sir. So once the stateless application is run, the user is not able to change or interact with the content is called as the stateless widgets. The key characteristic of stateless widgets are immutable, no state, and lightweight. That is example displaying a text or icon in images, etc. So the next one is your stateful widgets. Stateful widget is the typically of widgets that can be changed state. It can maintain and update the appropriance in the response to change in state. Is the stateful widgets is if the once the widgets are created during a runtime, user can be able to interact with that or user can change the properties of that widget is called as the stateful widgets. The small end is these are used for dynamic change in a properties and appearance over the time. Yes, sir. The key characteristics of stateful widgets are mutable state, state life cycle, and dynamic updates. Examples: buttons, sliders, text fields, etc. So this is the implementation of your stateful and stateless widgets. Yes, sir. So we know the working flow of your Flutter application. We have seen in the last video. Is the same content flows here. So the my application is the root of your application, and material apps. Every content of your Flutter can be kept only in your material apps. Yes. So the next one is your my home page. So this is the index page of your program, and Safford, it is the small container, and under that we have a app bar and center, and under the center we have a text or whatever the content we are going to display. So this is the working flow of your stateful and stateless widgets in Flutter. Yes, sir. So this is the implementation of, I mean, that is the expansion of this. Safford, it implement the basic material design visual layout structures. Sir. And app bar, it is to create the bar at the top of your screen. Yes, sir. Text to write anything on the screen, and center to provide center alignment to the widgets. So these are the reference website where I have referred for my notes. If you have any doubts or any more content you need related to this topic, you can refer this websites. Thank you, guys.